welcome this week's edition of The Focal Point. My name is Bat Kakoza. Now, in the recent years, there has been a sudden appearance of Karamojong women together with their children begging on the streets of Kampala. They claim they are here because they ran away from hunger and disarmament exercise in Karamojong. Although efforts have been made by the police and local authorities to rid the streets of these people, there seem to have been very little success, as most of them have retreated to the slums of Kisenyi, where life is no better either. In our program tonight, I focus on their life in Kampala and the concern for their children. Kisenyi, a sprawling slum located a stone's throw away from Kampala's central business district. It covers approximately 3 square miles. Kisenyi manifests all characteristics common to all slums in many cities. Because the bigger part is located in low-lying area, drainage control becomes a big problem, coupled with poor waste disposal. This obviously results into extreme poor sanitation that breeds numerous diseases. Overcrowding. The population of Kisenyi grows rapidly day and night, the contributory factor being the influx of rural poor into the city in search of jobs. When they finally fail to find their expectations, slums offer the best alternative places of abode. No doubt, life here is more of everyday survival. The surging population of jobless people in such a small place breeds lawlessness. That's why Kisenyi is a leading haven of criminals and many such elements hiding away from law enforcement agencies. This is one such area that is rapidly being occupied by Karamojong community. One such group of people who come to the city in search of better life. They claim they came here running away from hunger and the government disarmament exercise. They live here in these shacks where they pay a hefty 500 shillings per person per night. Each of these tiny rooms accommodates about 70 people.
Now, if we make
Lomuria Joseph Moses is a Karamojong man who says he's the chairman of returnees for the Karamojong. He offered to be my interpreter as I talked to the Karamojongs.
Angelina Ichumar. She is called Ichumar Angelina.
When did she come from back from?
She came here by the month of May. Yes.
Why did she come here?
Since the warriors killed her husband, she was not feeling okay. She was not feeling good. She was just even about to commit suicide. That's why she's here. So I think now she has faced more hard life here.
This young boy called Kodette came with her mother, Maria Rumo, in February 2007. They have been in Kampala for 8 months now.
She came here February.
Why did she come here? Why did you come
She's really even now, she's saying she wants even to party us right now because of the 3 major things which are in Karamojong: anger, disarmament, and interclan raids.
What is disarmament? How is disarmament affecting them?
Ikweni mwanapuka ni kama lorai kitingite wani kwani kama ga. Epite ngolo motunori olalo. Nyano ngona yaroko no oyi. Epite ngolo ekami arianga tonga ekami kwani.
Marabo shanga tamene kama.
So because of the guns, some of them they don't have guns. When they come and they round you, they produce the gun. But now she's complaining that it is really very difficult and hard life for them to be there.
Yeah, but the gun, when they remove the gun, that means they remove insecurity. So she's free to stay back in Karamojong.
Abani dede, episongola lenera ngatomian. Ekijaginti ya lemariwa ngatomian kori karon kenet.
Ejoko boara nerto kanana mo ne ponatangmo. Itarang tungana kaidi kwangina.
So she said it is good.
Arto kana de ponto agra.
So she's saying it is good and she's supporting the guns to be removed from Karamojong. But one bad thing, now her husband or her brothers gave back the guns. So this our brothers from Kotido, our brothers from Mateniko, our brothers from Nakapiripiri, so they came and interfere with them. They were having their cows. The government was saying they are going to protect them with their properties and animals. So they came and interfere and took the animals. So even their lives were in danger. That's why she ran for her own their lives. The husband also ran on his own.
So where is the husband now?
Now the husband, she left behind at home when they ran for their own their lives.
Naftali Luzi Mulokole, as known in the area, is a neighbor that rents from the same landlord.
No, I'm also renting here, but these Karamojong are my neighbors.
Why did they come here?
They said that they come here purposely for the war which is in their place there and hangness. They don't get money, they get rain just seasonally, not of
no, but they say they are running out from hunger and they are running out from raids.
That's how they say, but I'm not sure because I've never gone there.
How do you assess them?
It is hunger, I think. It's hunger. That's what, according to what they are saying, because most of them who are staying here are ladies and little girls, like children like that.
I took interest in finding out the landlord to ascertain the money charged daily. Hajamil Butanaziba is the man.
I'm getting 500 from them a day.
So you have about 30 people?
No, now I have got about 15 or 18.
But they don't have any where to go for short call.
We have a public toilet.
So they go there?
Yes.
How about water? Where do they get water?
Actually, we have leisure water from the borehole.
There is a borehole.
Yes.
But how do they survive? Like many Karamojongs, Telko is a young girl who does not know her age. She left Karamojong in July 2007 and came to live here. She is one of the tenants that occupy this room. This afternoon, she's winnowing beans that she expects to sell and get some money. What's this girl's name? But where does she get the beans from?
I think you can see she used to go and sweep these beans when the offloaders offload the lorries. So this is falling down. They just pick it and sweep it, and even sometimes they are punished. They are beaten by the offloaders.
Lotien Paulina was 2 weeks old in Kampala at the time we met her. She was braving the afternoon Kisenyi sunshine as she walked looking for trucks offloading produce. In order to earn some money to survive and pay rent, all Karamojong women and girls have to find these trucks underneath which they pick seeds that drop from the offloaders. It is these seeds that they subsequently take back to their shacks, clean, dry, and take them back to sell in Owino market.
Ndawali kasoli, emotoka ngerese kasoli. Neeyika ne bamulondawo. Ne bamuleta ne bamulongosa bulungi, ne bamuddayo ku byuma bisa kasoli ne babitunda, ne bamutunda, ne batwala mu katale ebijanja ne babitunda. Yes, ate biba bibi.
We took interest in finding out where these people get their food. Although the seeds rejects is a source of income, it also doubles as their meals. At a glance, it looks like they are cleaning goat offals. But on a closer look, we are told that these are chicken intestines that are picked from chicken slaughter places and cleaned for their sauce.
They cook this and they eat as meat.
This is a chicken intestine. And you see where they are cooking. There is no proper place where they can cook their food, where they can feel comfortable. For this, they cook outside here, and in the evening, I think they have to gather in the same room where they can file themselves, children, women, and men. They sleep together in the same room.
These chicken heads had just been dumped in the garbage bin near a small restaurant within the neighborhood. They were being prepared to provide supper sauce for a group of 20 people.
So she keeps the hot water. They keep on pouring hot water.
Getting used to life in the slums of Kisenyi means leaving their ways. Alcoholism is one such big pastime activity.
I think there are some who are interfering.
This Karamojong woman called Lucia Lukilu has got used to this lifestyle.
Yes.
By 2 p.m. in the afternoon, she can hardly find her balance.
Let the rest go, they will suffer.
Most of these Karamojong women have very young children with them.
What are these kids doing here?
These children are used as vital assets to solicit money. They are paraded along crowded streets of the city where they attract sympathy of passerbyers, while their mothers keep out of sight. As soon as a coin lands in the child's hands, the mother rushes from hiding, picks the coin out of the child's hands, and goes back into hiding. A number of child advocacy NGOs have attempted to take some of these children away from the streets to foster homes. Some of these NGOs have been accused of taking advantage of these children to make money through alleged child trafficking. This phenomenon has sparked off wrangles among owners, resulting into breakups and formation of new homes. Open Door Family Home is a children foster home located in Bulangemengo. It was established in 1999 by a Welsh family that felt concerned about the growing number of Karamojong street children.
When we saw these street children on the streets, by then they were so many. So they decided to go and visit them and talk to them. And they were so touched because they told these children to take them where they are sleeping, which they did. And they felt they were touched within their hearts. And they said, we have to do something. They decided to go back in UK and then raise funds to start this organization. By then, the directors was Rita Nkemba, who is now at Dwelling Places.
The children of the Karamojong women who are on the streets.
And there were many of them.
So what has been the role
with.
of this organization in collecting those children from the streets?
Right from the beginning, these are the targeted whatever children whom we started with, because there were many on the streets. And our first lot, I think we got them from outside KPC there in that tree. That's where we met them together with their mother. And we preached to them. They accepted Christ. And then we visited the second time and the third time until when we decided to rent somewhere in Katwe, a small room where we put them. 2002, it appeared that the misunderstandings came in between the two people, between UK and Uganda, because it was headed by Rita Nkemba. That she had started going out, changing. She was trying to change the vision.
What do you mean by changing the vision?
And the vision was to bring the street children here, rehabilitate them, and then afterwards we can do the tracing and resettle them. But she started changing it. She started bringing in children together with their mothers
So finally you gave in and said, take the children and go.
Take the children. She used to come here. There was no fence. All these things which you are seeing right now, it is a development since 2002. There was no fence. There was no gate. They used to give her money and she used to use it for her own benefit. So those are some of the things which came up and then these directors said no. She used it to divert money like that.
So
finally, then when they said that they were coming, I don't know whether they were coming to audit or to do something, then she was shaking. She decided to write a resignation letter. She resigned, and then she said she was going to do her own whatever NGO. And then they sat with her, Diane sat with her, and there was another person called Carl, also he's a director in UK. They sat with her. They wanted to solve the problem with her, but she couldn't listen. So
Rita Nkemba is the founder, member and executive director, Dwelling Places.
And I was acting as the director. So I served there for 6 years.
Why did you leave?
Well, there was a conflict, I think, that it wasn't clear. It wasn't clear to me, like, you know, when organizations grow and when visions grow, I guess it's something that I see. The only thing I can say with that is that visions grow and they grow to different directions. So that was what happened. But, you know, the children left. Some of the children came with me and others remained in Open Door. And both of us are still growing. I was told to sign contract. I had contracts that I didn't agree with, so I said that no, I can't really stay here. But then the children started an upload. They were saying, you took us off the streets, you were our mother, you need to help us. So the NGO board got involved, and I think they were concerned that the children were going to run back to the streets. They went down to Open Door and listened to some of the children, and they said, okay, what do you want? For us, we want to be with our mother. So 18 of them were the first to leave. They ran out of the home, and definitely the NGO board said, so what do you want to do with these children? I said, okay, if I have permission to take care of them, then I can. So I guess that's where Dwelling Places came from. Yeah, the boys are 48.
Okay.
And the girls are 37, I think. Altogether, we have 97 children.
This is one of the several shelters established by Dwelling Places to house children taken off the streets. It is located in Mutundwe, a suburb to the west of Kampala.
Okay. This one is Timothy.
And this is
Opio. Opio is Karamojong. And Opio was a triplet. His mother was on the streets with gave birth to triplets. But it's a whole family of about 8.
So where is the mother now?
Mother is in Koblin in Karamojong.
So,
but Opio stayed here because he's a sickler. Wonderful son. Everybody loves him.
It was following the break.
Nasande was one of the first children that we took from the streets in 2000, as I told you. So she's been with us for that long. So in Happy 7 VAC, as I told you, we reconcile children. But in Happy 7 VAC, she went to live with her parents, and on returning for Senior 1, she was pregnant. So she ran away in fear of the fact that she was pregnant. And so in fear of the fact that she was pregnant, so for her, she didn't get the opportunity of even going to watch crisis pregnancy. She didn't get the opportunity of being cancelled and what. So the next time I saw her was she had given birth to the baby and she was back on the streets. So we convinced her to come back to the home for care, and she came with her child. So this is her child, and Nasande is now in Popo Memorial. She's studying tailoring, but her child is here.
In a bid to rid the city of idlers and beggars, the City Council of Kampala regularly launches operations that round up these street children and women and take them to Kampiringisa Juvenile Rehabilitation Center. They are subsequently taken back to Karamojong. In agreement with Moroto District local government, in February this year, a total of 167 children and women were repatriated from Kampiringisa and taken back to Karamojong.
We came because of that government in Kampala.
Most of the children have gone back to school, while women are being helped to resettle back in communities.
Mangat Lokot.
Kampala wagenda otya?
Bagenda wano n'okwenjera etuluma.
Wagenda nani?
Mama waffe.
Ne mama waffe. Mwagenda abaana mwali bameka?
Twali mu bana.
Manya bampita Riama.
Iriama? Olowooza olina emyaka emeka?
Nze
15, 13, 20 meka?
Nina 14.
Olina 14, smart.
Nina
Kampala wagenda otya?
Nze mama yange yafuna sente nga atunda zinenku. Afuna sente n'agamba tulinnya basi tugende tufune emmere ekibuga eyo. Ati wano ffe twafe enjala.
Kati oli city boy? Kati oli city boy?
Nze nagenda site nengamba nze siza kufiira mu nsi nze ngire ensi endala.
Otyo. Kakati mwali bameka? Abaana bameka?
Twali abaana nga tuli bangi. Omulala uno baabo otuye tonyoka mangate tonyoka mwena musirike.
Pitu.
Kampala wavaayo omaze ekiseera kinga ovuddeyo Kampala?
Mingi.
Ebiseera mingi?
Iye.
Kakati wavaayo Kampala kati oli musanyufu ng'oli eno?
Iye.
N'emikwano gyo bonna basanyufu?
Iye.
And out of despair, I decided with my children to go to Kampala. I became a widow. My husband was also killed. So what I did to raise the transport to Kampala, I went collecting firewood and water, sold town, and accumulated the money, which enabled me to get transport money to Kampala. I took all my children with me so that we could survive in Kampala. I am very grateful to government for returning us back to Karamojong. Now take me where you can resettle me.
Take this initiative of taking me to resettle me where I should stay.
Take me to Lomaratoit.
Where other colleagues are.
Protect me there.
To help me there.
And our children should be accessed to education. And you should really protect us and keep us safe. You should also access our social services, water, health unit, a school, and then help us for the initial cultivation so that we can in future then be able to cultivate on our own.
While there are allegations that some child advocacy NGOs encourage these Karamojongs to come on the street so they can keep in business, others say Karamojong by nature are a lazy lot, always want free things. While the Karamojong themselves say it is a combination of famine, disarmament and tribal raids. But realistically, the problem seemed to be more of disaster related to food security, water shortage and lack of amenities like health and education. That's all we had time for from our Focal Point here at Media Plus. Make sure to tune in next week for yet another exciting edition of the Focal Point. I'm Bat Kakoza, wishing you a pleasant Sunday evening.